Well, good morning. It's a kind of a cool morning here in Michigan. Fall's starting to set in. As you look around, you can see all the leaves starting to come down. Well, we got another driveway drop-off for you today. Walked out here and I seen I had myself a present from somebody. Let's see what we got. Someone dropped off here. It looks like a old 80s. I'm gonna say, yep, that is a JCPenney lawnmower. 20-inch cut, 3-horse Briggs and Stratton. Doesn't look to be in bad shape. And we got a note on here. Sean, this old lawnmower I picked up hauling scrap and thought of you. Don't know anything about it. It was out for roadside trash pickup with old carpet on top of it. It's yours, Rick. Rick is a friend of mine that I know that he goes and he hauls scrap, and he has definitely brought me a lot of cool things. So let's take and push this mower up to the shop here and see if this is salvageable or not. Well, since we're coming up here, quick update. There's our 81 John Deere Trail Fire. That's all done, finished, up for sale. And that's that other parts sled we had, the 79 Trail Fire 340. Getting all this all parted out and stripped out, and all these parts, I'm going to send these out on the bay. If anybody's looking for any particular Trail Fire 340, you'll find them out there. Well, let's see what the oil's like. What the heck did someone do here? That's just a piece of rubber hose someone stuffed there in the oil drain. Ooh, there's no oil in this thing. I've got an actual cap for this anyway. You know, the correct oil cap to go on. There's no oil in it. I wonder why. Well, we can't start this thing up not having any oil in it, but the first thing I'm going to do before we do this, I'll just take and put that cap in there for right now. Wow, sun's out here in my face today. I'm not giving you all a dirty look, I swear. It's just the sun is kind of blinding. So, well, maybe we got a recoil issue going on. Have to pay some attention to, but so as you saw, there's no oil in this thing. But before I take and fill a crankcase of oil, what I want to do is flip this up on end and take and put some Marvel's Mystery Oil in that cylinder and work it around, being this is an aluminum cylinder block. And, you know, starting this thing up on dry rings and hitting starting fluid in there for the first time, it's a good way to smoke a cylinder on one of these engines. So I'll get the old spark plug out and we'll put some Mystery Oil in here and work it around, and we shall proceed and see if this thing will start. Oh, let's see what year this thing is. Oh, there's the code. Model number. This is a 1982. Right here on the code, the first digits are 82. And I'm convinced this is the original blower shroud on it. So I'm 99% positive this is a 1982 lawnmower. Well, the spark plug, it don't look too terrible in it. It's not the correct spark plug, but it'll be enough to get it started. But I'm wondering why it doesn't have any oil in it. I don't see why someone would just drain the oil out of it. Maybe it's an oil burner. Well, we'll find out once we get it started, won't we? I tell you what, I don't know why it is. You know, when it comes to buying Marvel's Mystery Oil, if you're all listening to me out there, here's an idea. Don't just have the little bottles you can get and, you know, the 1 gallons like this. You know, also make one that's, you know, a 2 gallon. You know, as much as I go through this stuff, hey, Marvel's Mystery Oil, if you guys start making 2 gallon containers of this stuff, or even 5 gallon containers, I'll definitely buy a few of them. Oh, I know this is a bad idea. pouring this high up in this little dinky funnel going into the engine. This is just a problem waiting to happen, isn't it? Well, how about we do it this way? There we go. I only dribbled a little bit, so. Wow. That blade has definitely seen some better days, but that'll be good to get her started. Oh yeah, there we go. Take and spin this over, and oh, how about that? I sucked the recoil back into the engine, so yeah, that starter clutch is kind of sticking a little bit. Now we'll work that around in there and get that oil back into it. There we go. All right, now we got some good lubrication in there. I'm sure I'll pull this thing over a few times and I'll foul the spark plug on it before we try to start it right. Yeah, this is definitely an old lawnmower. You don't see too many yellow lawnmowers anymore, do we? Well, yeah, that recoil. That recoil, clutch definitely needs a little lube on it. So since we're missing a bolt on here and we got this issue, I'll go ahead and blow this blower shroud out here and clean any crap out that might be in there and address this issue, and we'll proceed with it. Don't let me forget to put oil in it. You know, Briggs & Stratton, don't get me wrong, I love your engines, especially the older ones. But something I never understood that you guys did, you guys come out with a 3-horse engine. Then you come out with a 3.5-horse engine. I could be wrong on this, because I'm not always right. But if my memory serves me correctly, without me looking up in the book, I believe the 3-horse and the 3.5-horse, these style engines have the exact same bore and stroke. So how did you get 3.5 horse out of them? Did you govern them different or something? Or is there some kind of trick carburetor you put on them? Anybody out there work for Briggs & Stratton knows this? I'd kind of like to know. Well, and our screw holding the throttle cable stripped out. I can't pull out. So what we got to do in this situation here, I'll show you. Get yourself a little pry bar like this, and you pry on the back of that bracket, and then, come on now, you turn as you pry out. And as you can see, this bracket is coming right out of there. No worries, right? Now, usually I have my magnetic tray when I'm doing this. It's probably a bad idea I'm laying my bolts to the side for me to get clumsy and kick them. But I'm not going to be clumsy today. Wonder if we'll see a mighty mouse under the nest here. Oh, well, that explains why our recoil isn't working. Check that out, everyone. This thing just literally come apart. Now I got to deal with that. Yeah, starter recoil there is catching up on it. Well, all right. Well, I see the problem now. That's probably what took this out, was this thing. The starter clutch was acting up. Okay, well, this will it run right here is definitely going to be a little more challenging. That's okay. You know, we've had somewhere where this way too easy, so well, I'll take a challenge every now and then, right? This should show how good I really am. Alrighty. I went and got my magnetic tray because things are about to get serious here, so I'm not overly confident. So, so pull this off. We'll address the starter clutch first. I don't know if I got a recoil spring for that darn thing or not. I know I got a blower shroud, another blower shroud to put on here if I need to. Okay, well, pull this little cover off here, and it could be someone had this. Well, water and moisture got down in here at some time. I'll bring you all down here and zoom in and you can see for yourself. Yeah. Okay. Well, gonna have to get the old penetrating oil out. You know, in my shop I use PB Blast, or else I use liquid wrench. This liquid wrench is really amazing stuff. If you never used this before, I'll put a link in my description if you'd like to check it out. You can get this right off Amazon. They'll bring it right to your door and you don't have to go anywhere. Can't beat that. Whew. Those are some rusty balls in there. Alright, got me a little magnet here to get all those out of there. Move this over, that's spinning over nice and free now. Put these back in. Oh wait, there we go. Yeah. There we go. Now she's starting to do some starter clutch things now. Alrighty. Good deal. This liquid wrench in there, that'll break a lot of that up too. This stuff is just, liquid wrench is just amazing stuff, what it does. Alright. Go ahead and put our screen back on. So again, any of you guys out there following my channel that are looking for these old mowers to pick up and restore, everyone we've put on here, well, they've been sold. We still got the 1971 BF Goodrich though. Must not be a whole lot of interest on that one. That one's still kind of a cool mower. It has the front side discharge on it. But this little Penny's mower here, once we get her up and get her running, if it's salvageable, she's going to be for sale. And if you're interested in this one, you can find it out on the bay. Alright, we saved that starter clutch. So yeah, I just want to say, these will it runs we've done on some of these mowers on the channel, we've sold every one of them that we did, except for the 71 BF Goodrich. That's still available if anybody's interested. But yeah, there's one viewer out there watches the channel. He ended up buying that Craftsman Eager one we just did not too long ago, and he also bought the red Firestone. So yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate that. And you know, when you get those two lawnmowers restored, and pop a picture in the comment section on these videos, so you know we can see how it looked when it come out. You know, I'm excited to see it. You just don't see these old mowers from the 80s anymore. So now we got this basket of worms to deal with now, don't we? You know, I think what I'm gonna do, in fact, I know I don't have one of these springs, so I'm gonna go out back in my basket of tricks, and I'm pretty sure I got one of these shrouds out there. Bring that back and put this on there. Well, all right, I found a blower shroud out back. It's a white one, but it's the same style for this type of mower. See, your newer Briggs and Strattons they come out with, they had this cut out here for your safety brake around your flywheel to kill the engine. So I believe that came in around, I think 1984 is when they started that, but on back, you know, into the 70s. This is actually a 1972 blower shroud, but it pulls over now like it's supposed to, so that's the main thing. So next, what we got to do, let's get this air filter off and see what we got going on for the carburetor. Something else that worked out really good on here, the throttle cable was good. And now see, this has got the old style, this has got the choke. So my question is, well, let's see what the tank looks like down here. This will be the telltale story. See that Firestone, that thing sat for 20 years and that thing fired up and run. Oh, we might be in good shape on this one because this tank is nice and clean inside down there. As you can see down there, there's no rust or crap. So theoretically, we put gas in this thing, I would think this thing would start up and run. Might have to play with it a little bit to get those that diaphragm inside there pliable where it's pumping fuel like it's supposed to, but yeah, we might be in good shape on this one. Let's see what happens. Oh yeah, thanks for reminding me I need to put oil in it. I better do that, right? All right, I also found a correct oil cap for this engine. I'll put some oil in here. I'm just putting a 020 weight oil in this just because it's been sitting for a while and I just want it to slosh around really good in there and wash the crankcase. And then of course when this thing goes up for sale, I'll suck all the oil out of it. So, alrighty, now, well, let's get some gasoline to put in here and see how many tugs and pulls we have to make on this guy, see if she'll fire. You know something I didn't do that I normally do? I didn't see if this thing has any spark or not. Well, I'll go ahead and pull on it. And if it don't have spark, it'll let us know. Let's see what happens. A little bit of laughing gas in there. Well, it's puffing back up through the carburetor. Let me open that up a little bit and so I can get a better shot of that laughing gas in there. Okay. It's a good possibility it might have followed that spark plug out, so let's take that spark plug out of there and we'll put the right one in. Yeah, and it's soaked with oil, so pull this over and blow some of that oil out of there. Alrighty. Alrighty. Now let's see what we got. Well, maybe the points need to be cleaned in it. I'll get my spark plug tester in it. Usually I do this on lawnmowers anyway. And the first time I think I might be able to get away with it, it doesn't work out. Well, let's see. See if I see any spark. Kind of hard to see with all the light out here. Nope. We haven't got no spark on this thing. So that means got to pull this back up, pop the flywheel on it, sand the points up on it, and re-gap it, and it should start. Here it goes. Pop all this off. I'm not going to use my dish this time. Hopefully it doesn't make me wish I did. Well, I probably should have did this when I was right here, but I thought it would work out. See, I'm not right all the time. Alright, I'm going to do something you ain't supposed to do and use a chrome socket on an impact. Well, this is battery powered, so... There we go. And it didn't break, so no harm, no foul, right? Okay. Okay. I know you're gonna say, Sean, you can't hit on that with a hammer. It's all good. This is a brass hammer. It will be just fine. Alrighty. Get that points cover off. Okay, well, she don't look too bad in there. We'll just quick sand them up a little bit. Remove any corrosion that are on those breaker points. And hopefully we'll be good to go. And if the points are bad, we'll be converting this over to electronic. How's that sound? All right. Now make sure we got a 20 thousandths gap here. That's what I'm looking for. Connect that spark plug. Don't need that on right now. Okay, make sure she's opening up all the way. And no, those points are too tight. I'm going to go ahead and re-gap this at 20 thousandths. That ought to be pretty good right there. Alrighty, that ought to do her. Go ahead and pop this back together. Just like so. Flywheel key doesn't look bad in it, so I'm going to reuse that. Starter clutch back on. See, that proves I didn't mower up the threads on that, because if it was, I wouldn't have been able to get that starter clutch back on. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and put all this back together, and I don't need to bore you all with that, and we'll come back and then see if she starts. Okay, got that all back together now. Well, let's see if this thing will start. Alright, well that's good news there. But the air vane is sticking in it. Fix that. Wow, that's really... Oh, okay. Okay. The throttle's stuck on it down here. So we got to get that freed up. It's amazing how good they start up and run when they got spark, ain't it? She's really sticky on that one. You know something? I feel like I'm going backwards on this thing. I don't like how that air vane's working. Thank God for air tools, huh? It's a good thing we came out with impact tools, right? You can zip things on and off real quick. Oh yeah. Not really liking that, so let's see. There you go. This is not... Well, this doesn't have the correct spring on it, so no wonder why that's acting funny. I'm gonna go get another spring to put on there. And we got a different spring on here. Now let's see what we get. And it doesn't want to run to the moon. As you can see, she's smoking a little bit, burning that Marvel's mystery oil out, which we can expect that, but hey, it's running. She don't sound too bad for a no mower, does she? Once it runs for a little bit, that smoke should clear out a little bit, and put her air filter back on it. Well, we'll see where the carburetor's at on this too. If I need to do anything with that. There's our sweet spot right there. As you can see, it stopped smoking. That's cleared out of it. So, not bad on this, huh? This little JCPenney lawnmower, she doesn't run too bad for a 1982, does it? And, you know, as I suspected, the more ran and, you know, got some heat in the cylinders and rings, the smoking did come out of it. And as well, it was burning off that Marvel's Mr. Oil we put in the cylinder. It's never a bad idea to do that if a lawnmower's been sitting for a long time, especially on an aluminum block. But hey, if you're just stopping by here for the first time and checking this out and you're liking this content, please leave a thumbs up on it. It helps the channel out, and maybe possibly consider subscribing. We got a playlist of all kinds of different things that we do on the channel here. I mean, we probably got like 100 videos on different things, whether it's lawnmowers, garden tractors. We also got some restoration projects we done. We got a 1940 Ford 9N that we're working on right now. There's a playlist of different things on there. We definitely got a lot more cool content coming to you in the future here. So with that being said, would you like to see a sneak preview of what the next Will It Run's going to be? All right, I'll show you. This will be our next driveway drop-off. We've got a late 80s Murray lawnmower here, 3.75 horse. That might even be early 90s. And let's take a look here. Well, I was wrong on that one. 96. So 1996. Man, it seems older than that, don't it? This was another driveway drop-off. When we do the video, I'll read you guys the note we got on this one and how long this guy here's been sitting and what the story is. So until next time, I'll see y'all later.